Hey, what's up, everyone? Sorry about switching up the days. I keep having to do that. I have, unfortunately, I have some health stuff I'm trying to work on, and the appointments just keep popping up. So I do apologize for um, changing the time and everything. I obviously want to avoid that. So I just happened to notice that Miguel wrote that. So um, yeah. I'm going to go through some football today. These these boxes from the card file are just going to have a hodgepodge of stuff in it. Oh, Shannon Sharp in a Ravens uniform. That's sacrilege. That doesn't even look right. I got Ben Roethlisberger, Adrian Peterson, Andrew Luck. Oh, these cool Brady's actually. 2009. I think they're both 2009. Or is that 2000? Yeah. 2005? Something like that. Hey, what's up, Lance? What's up, Maddie? Doing football cards today. I don't want to put you guys to sleep, but wanted to try something a little different. And just each episode that I do of this sorting, I'm going to switch it up. And I guess switch the sport. I don't think I have a lot of basketball, or I do have a lot of hockey, but I definitely want to stay clear of that. Um, but I found a couple of Brady's in this box, which isn't bad. I think I have found, or I'm using that show feature a little too much, so I'm going to stop on that. I guess if there's like a question that I'm going to talk about, I can put it up. Got a Russell Wilson when he was good, when he wasn't on the Broncos. Brett Favre. Oh man, Tavares Jackson, Marquise Colston, Tom Dooley. That's awesome. I forgot that ProSet did that. They did all those things like sportscasters um, and whatnot well before a lot of companies did. Look at that. Uh, I wonder if any of these guys. I doubt that any of these guys are still around. I do remember seeing some of them in different games. Stan Humphries. There's Big Ben again. There's another Brady. Find a mother load of Brady's in here. Drew Brees. Another Andrew Luck. So I'm guessing that this box was probably put in around 2013, 14, something like that. Most of the stuff in the storage area is going to be 2014 back. Another Brady. Hey, Don Shula, Dolphins head coach. Richard Sherman. AJ Green. A lot of AJ Green. Marshall Falk. That's a pretty cool one. Another Marshall Falk. That one is a 99, and this is a too small to read. I guess they were starting that early for me. I think. Are you asking Lance or me? Yeah, another, a rookie AJ Green. Huge. No, this is from Adrenaline. I don't know if you guys remember this. They had codes on it, and you'd go to icollectpanini.com. It was this small, short-lived thing before, people went with their flagship websites. Another Marshall Falk and another Marshall Falk. I always like these SP die cuts. Just a fun card. Brett Favre, Mr. Fitzgerald. Lots of Larry. Holy cow. So I'm guessing I had this in order at one point I was going to make kind of like boxes for the shows where people could, that was Kurt Warner on that last one, sorry. Where people could go through either by team or player. Most of the time it's just easier to put it by player because they switch teams so often. I mean, it used to be I'd put it by team a long time ago, but now I have to switch it up. There's Randy Moss in his Patriots uniform. Love it. That's a cool Namath. This is the heroes for football. Football Heroes had Namath, and I believe he was still, part of that run where I don't know how many different cards they had autographed, but is this the one that's autographed? Because if it is, they didn't really treat it like the other ones, because Namath, towards the end of his career, went to like 3 different teams, I think. I'd have to look, but I know he went to different teams trying to get on them. I don't even know if he actually had stats on those teams. But I'm pretty sure that he sucked when he tried. What up, Fitzy? Oh, that's cool. Underclassman, Eddie George. John Riggins, passing the torch. Who's on the back? Alfred Morris. I've got so many autographed rookies of Alfred Morris. It's a shame. Well, that was Warwick Dunn to Doug Martin. Oh, Tannehill. I think that's numbered too. It is 90 of 99. I find numbered stuff all the time in these boxes. I must have just not done good looking for them, but that always throws me off. Like the numbers are on the front of those cards and on the back. Like Panini was just like all over the place. They couldn't make up their mind. Another Marshall Falk. More Larry. Larry. Got Uncle Larry all over. Holy cow. Hey, Adrian. Boy, the leaf blowers are out in full effect today. G-Force, Marshall. It's pretty cool looking. I do like that design. If it was shiny, how much cooler would it be? But Pacific was it, yo. I loved Pacific. I still, I don't know, I guess it had to be, but for Panini to like come about, but I would love that if Pacific was still around making a lot of their sets. Being that I collected so much football. Hey, what's up, Sharp Corners? Back in the day that like, they really went strong with that too. All right, so these are the filler ones. I don't know if you guys remember this. So, those are white slabs that they'd have to make it so people wouldn't search for game used because they were thicker and it would show like a thicker pack. You'd know where the hit is. They started doing these because people were complaining about the getting a white card in there. Like, hey, I pay for these cards. I want a card. So that became the insert. But really, it's unruly. And I don't know. I find so many of them, and I just can't imagine someone going, oh, yeah, I want that insert because it's thick. And I'm talking THICC, of course. All right, I have a reminder that popped up for some odd reason. But it's like right in front of my screen, so I have to remove this. It won't. think the program is locked up. Yeah, exactly. Pop one. I should. We should like do that with actually we could easily do that with the white cards. Just make our own one of ones. This is a pop. I guess in the sense of capitalism, though, we would make a bunch of them. We wouldn't just have like one of ones. Kurt Warner looking weird again. I know that he had amazing numbers in the Cardinals, but I always just see him in his Rams uniform in more of a St. Louis than a LA. Another Warner. Troy Polamalu. Troy. Big Ben. What's up, Vlogs? Ooh. Loving those big and more Larrys. Man, it's not like I was obsessed, but for some odd reason, there's a grip of Fitzgerald in there. He must have been the one that I found the most of. I mean, he has had a lot of years, so I guess that would make sense. Drew Brees, Big Ben, looking like he just broke out of jail. The old Steelers uniform. What's up, Floyd? Big Ben. Another odd uniform choice with also, this is the start of the breast cancer awareness. So I remember a lot of those game use in, well, not game use, but like event worn. What's up, JG50? I can remember a lot of those popping up in different, was it Father's Day, and then the different holidays where Panini would sponsor them before they, I don't know if they did that in anything else. I think for basketball, they had some other stuff. They need to have event worn foam fingers. What? No, I'm not. Lance, there's no way. Oh, I don't know what I'm at, actually. I haven't checked in a while, but I'm pretty sure that was like at 650 last time I checked. All right, there's Rod Woodson, Troy Polamalu on, is it Generation? Yeah, Generations, not Generation X or Next. There's this reminds me of the Enfuego cards. Huh. Odd. That's like specific too, to have that many. Like I have, no, but thank you. This reminds me of the Enfuego, not Mr. Enfuego, but the Enfuego inserts. Thanks, Lance. I appreciate it. You sent me the text. Odd. That must have happened like, I mean, it's not like a milestone where I'd receive a message or something, but oh, hey, I love that card. So we got Bo Jackson and his short-lived career. I think they've made more cards since his retirement than they did like when he played. Oh, Brett Favre in a Vikings uniform. Again, that was weird. When these cards came out, because people were so hyped, and I think it was to like put it in the face of their Packers, because Packers Vikings rivalry. I think to put it in their face, those cards were going for like $10 each. It's nuts. I mean, I don't think they still are, but you burn it, yeah. This was a cool set. So this year of SPX, the rookies, I believe, in this year were Stafford. I can't think of who else, but like they did like the SPAs. I want to say for the roughly the first time. I mean, at least that's what I remember in that era. So this one was kind of cool, and I'm sure most of you have seen these. The Hog Heaven inserts. They have the football texture to it, made from real football. No, I'm kidding. Oh, nice. Megatron, more Larry. Oh man, people are gonna think I'm like collecting the guy or something. Art Monk, that's cool. Daryl LaMonica, nice Hall of Famer grouping. These Falk TDs are cool. So this is another. I should put it up on eBay. It says 10 of 10, and it's the foil too. So someone has to have fallen for that. I'm betting. You see that a lot with people trying to get over on other people. Award winners, Falk. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, metal. This might. I don't know if it's a variation, but pretty cool looking. Falk again. Randy Moss in a Raiders uniform. So we're going through all of the uniforms that Moss had, hopefully. But I didn't keep those together. What the Falk? Yes. Chris Johnson. He was huge at one time. I still think I have some of those rookie early autos or the dual ones. I forget what set they come out of. But of him, I have a lot of Chris Johnson stuff still. NFL regime. Anquan Bolden. So got a Cardinal that was not Larry. Steve McNair, pigskin. And much like the Hog Heaven, they did the football thing on the sides. But, this is Upper Deck doing it. You started collecting 2001, and I remember there's an SPX, I know for sure, of Vic. But if there was a SPA, then it was 1 year before. But yeah, I pulled that Vic, and at the time I sold the card at a show, and it was the most I'd ever gotten for a card, which was like $600. But I just remember he was just so huge at the time. Y.E. Tittle and Phil Simms. All right, so we've got Jimmy Clausen Pickle, Brandon Graham. Why do I have so many like linemen or DTs? What's going on here? Oh, I like those. Got to have my stickers on the side. All right, Darren Sproles. He was great, punt returner as well as running back, the little guy. Sidney Rice, Patrick Willis. Another thickie. Alex Smith. I think that's rookie year, isn't it? No. Game Day Legends. This is a great card because every time I look at it, I'm always like, what's the front and what's the back? Because it's so bland on both sides. It's so confusing. But, obviously you can tell where the number is, but Jamal Charles, Dexter McCluster, or is it McCluster? I can't remember. There's Chris Johnson again. So Eric Dickerson and Joseph Adai, Adrian Peterson and Percy Harvin. What's going on, Game Day? Again, why do I have all these defensive players in here? I mean, we got to have both sides of the ball, but if I was putting him for the show, I don't know why I was doing defensive people. Bunch of Yo Flaccos, Joseph Adai, Kellen Winslow, Eli Manning, Frank Gore, Tony Dorsett, Eric Dickerson, Steven Jackson, Adrian Peterson, Reggie Wayne, Brandon Marshall. There's another Brady. These are cool. So I got a lot of those. What show? Not sure. You guys are talking, I'm probably like late in the conversation, so I don't even know who you're talking about. There's Clausen Pickle again, Golden Tate, not to be, anyway, Brian Dawkins in his Broncos uniform, which is just odd too. Crabtree, Felix Jones, DeMarcus Ware, and Sidney Rice. Sound like I said Ross, but I said Rice. McFadden, Megatron, Javid Best. Wow, I have a lot of these. I wonder if these are one per pack. If not, I've bought too many of them. Brett Favre, again in the Vikings uniform. Weird. There's Dan Marino, aka Tan Marino. That's what I called him when he was playing back in the day, because people didn't fake tan that much back then, at least that I knew of. John Elway, Jonathan Stewart, some other people. Demarius Thomas, that's cool. Aurelius Ben and Toby Gerhart. Huge show in Nashville. Cool. There's a show this weekend for me as well. But obviously it's you're in Colorado, and it's probably not a huge show like the one you're going to. It's the biggest one that we have, but there was Aikman, Des Bryant, Philip Rivers, so excited. Sean Jackson, Eric Berry, Frank Gore, Matt Leinart, Emmett Smith. These are hard to read. Reggie Wayne, Ray Rice, Brett Favre, Rashad Mendenhall, Dan Marino, Cadillac Williams, Patrick Willis, LT, Ben Tate, Mr. Butt Fumble himself, CJ Spiller, Adrian Peterson, Randy Moss, Sam Bradford, another Brady. Dallas Card Show. Ooh, that Dallas Card Show is always good. No, I'm kind of underprepared. Like, really, I shouldn't be doing a sorting these things right now. I should be like concentrating on getting all my cards priced. But that's not as fun. Philip Rivers, Hines Ward. More of the football usage. This is Upper Deck Ovation, but they went with the texture too. I'm surprised that no one else has done that recently. The way that we get excited about cards, especially like throwback stuff. There's Drew Brees. That looks so weird. It's like his rookie year stuff, though. He had the practice squad, I guess, jerseys on. Drew Bledsoe. Yeah, I almost confused that for Brady for a second. Love the old throwback Patriots thing. That uniform was pretty sweet. More Bledsoes. Whole bunch of Bledsoe. Urlacher. Big. This one right here, this Hog Heaven, they didn't do the texture. How cheap. Must have just been harder for him to do it. Or the mold itself got lost. Ray Lewis. Urlacher. What's up, Fralin? Kurt Warner, more Fitzgerald. Whole lot of Drew Brees and Eli, Urlacher, Ben. So this is definitely out of order, but it does have like a lot of the same people. There's Randy. That one is cool texture too. You can see Wilson, kind of Wilson in the background. I wonder if they got permission to use that, or if they only used, because this is ILSON, so it's Ilson, but I wonder if the font itself is a IP. Curious. What's going on, Tony? More Uncle Larry and Big Ben, Eli. So it's a lot of the same players, and it looks like, for the most part, this is base cards, except for that one numbered card that just kind of was thrown in there. But I've noticed that it's really easy to go and miss numbered cards. When I go through a box now, I'll go through it front and back. Hey, what's up, Clinton? And that helps out a lot as far as catching numbered things, because when they flip it around or put it on different areas, just can get relatively difficult to keep up with. Or, you know, you're not going to know every time just looking at the card. And it was easy to miss them, and they weren't, you know, as prevalent, so you didn't look out for them like most people would do now. It's another thick card, Clay Matthews. So looks like Inception did that for a bit, but they're in a box, so I'm not sure why. They just like the fact that their cards were thick, I guess. J.J. Watt. More Adrian Peterson. That's a cool one. So it is Marshall Faulk and Barry Sanders. I always like that card. And we got Wild Card when they were going shiny. Phillip Rivers. Oh, got a refractor of Tony Gonzalez. There's a Matt Stafford finally. I was wondering why this box was completely devoid of Matt Stafford, but maybe his mediocrity and playing for the Lions just killed his collectability at first. Yes, I have. I bought some of it this year, unfortunately, Floyd, because I don't know, it's kind of trash, really. The hobby stuff, I think, is better because you can get, you get a chance at the autographs and whatnot, but they seem to, for some odd reason, didn't put any autos or anything in any of their retail, which is just horrible. They had those different versions and stuff, but I don't know, not really worth it. All right, so I got one more box I want to go through. Actually, two if I have time, depending if I have time or not. I have another appointment that I need to get to this afternoon. Clean these up a little bit. Put them in one stack. What's up, Big Chief? Look at these little things. So that's why I have a label making machine, and at one time I was pretty organized. Not so much now. It doesn't help that I have stuff in storage, because that really a couple million, Fraylin, at least. It's out of control. I mean, I have 2 storage units that are completely full of cards, on top of another storage unit that I'm paying for because when I downsized from my house to an apartment, it really ran out of space. But that's when I was more organized, when I was in the house, because I had the entire basement, kind of like Maddie's man cave, where I could just put all my cards. It was great. Like right now, I'm gonna pass over anybody unless they're halfway decent. Like right now, it's just like just not enough space. Oh, boy. This rookie class was so disappointing. Zach Ertz, that's not bad. I don't know, man. As far as the storage unit going, one thing I would recommend for sure, I mean, is get your shelving done first. I ended up buying shelving at different times, and then I ran out of space because I had it stacked in different ways, and then I had no room to put the shelving up, and that's why I had to go to a second unit, which I started the shelving in that too, but kind of fell victim to the exact same thing again. So yeah, get the shelving worked out, and you can know ahead of time by the square footage. But I think that's key amongst anything, because I think I could easily probably have it down to one large storage unit for the cards and then the personal stuff in another unit. And it would be nice because when I go through the storage units, I have to kind of go through a mix of both, and it's just really a pain. Giovanni Bernard. Boy, a lot of these people, I just, yes, climate control if you're in a humid climate. I'm in Colorado, so it's dry, so not so much worry. The climate controlled units are way more expensive, and it's still pretty bad here. I think I pay like 3 something per unit, almost 4. It's just Colorado. Everything is ridiculous out here. Everybody from California moved here, and they brought the outrageous prices with them. Those jerks. Shout out to Mountain Family and Bad Box. Yeah, I'm not really liking this box. This is all rookies, and it seems like, whoa, hold on. That's cool. Travis Kelce. Not a bad, I wonder if that's a photo variation, because it just looks different. It's got to be a photo variation. These were weird. The draft day pictures. They should have, I mean, I get why they did it, because they didn't have like ways to capture the other, like they weren't on a team or a practice squad. They may have been like walk-ons, but it's just kind of distracting when they're Zach Dysert. You know, it could just be the Kelce. I don't know. The regular one, but I'm pretty sure that during that time they had a lot of the photo variations and whatnot. I'm hitting the light on these, and I don't mean to. Just I can't read the names unless I do that, but then it gets the shine directly on there. So apologies. What the hell? That is a weird picture. It's like he's gaming or something. Live on Xbox, it's the NFL draft. Zero, zero. Gotta love it when someone has those numbers. I think I have the camera at a weird angle. Oh, this is kind of a cool one, though, when you got all the players on there. I want to say, though, that out of the 2012 class, I mean, there's not many people either still playing or that were worth anything because of injury or whatever else. I mean, you look at Luck and RG3, they were super collectible up until their injuries. I did see a thing where RG3 was trying out again for a team, but I think he's like 35. It might be past his time. Yeah, maybe they just did like 10,000 rookies, and so that Kelce just seems weird to me. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all these. This is 2012, Floyd. Yeah, so a lot of these. Oh, hold on. Might be some in here. I guess I forgot about Tannehill, which he's mediocre. That's a lot of rookies. Ugh, Trent Richardson. I thought going to the Colts would be his saving grace. Nick Foles. Boy, those would have been good at one time. I thought going to the Colts was going to be like his saving grace, but it just didn't work out. I think this came as like a year-end set. Who is RG3? I didn't know that. Jimmy Graham. I think he's got good numbers, doesn't he? Pretty sure he does. Because I think he was in Seattle for a while too. Riley Cooper. Not the tight end I was looking for. Brody Eldridge. Oof. Jimmy Clausen Pickle again. Ben Tate. See, I could probably pass by like a lineman or a defensive player that's good and not know it. I tend to do that often. I only end up finding them usually when it's like towards the end of their career. And then I'm like, oh, they're going into the Hall of Fame. So he's still in the league. That's crazy. Yeah, I know he was popping around teams. That's cool. Got a Gronk. Tony Pike. Ugh. Jacoby Ford. It's a lot of mixture of stuff here. Sean Lee. Huh. I always get this name messed up. Ndamukong Suh. I don't know why it like doesn't roll off my tongue. Emmanuel Sanders too. I thought he was going to be just amazing. You know, you don't get really those deep threat guys that come around that often. I mean, there are some that's just all they do is sprint, but Colt McCoy. Oh man, this is tough. This is like getting a paper cut and looking at these cards as putting lemon juice on it. Yeah, I think that's how I said it. For, Floyd. That's cool. So we got a Julio Jones rookie. Oh, speak of the devil, RG3. Oh, Andy Dalton, another Jimmy. Don't know who you are. Frank Gore. Bledsoe. Clay Matthews. Whoa, is that a real one? Yeah. Stafford rookie. That's not bad. I mean, it's a Topps base or something, but Lamar Miller, TO rookie. Oh, that's a Darrelle Revis rookie too. He was decent. Gallery never lived up to his potential. Eddie George rookie. Man, it's got a bunch of the Torrey Holt too. Oh, I didn't just do that. Actually, I did. Butterfingers. Where was that? Cedric. Yeah, Frank Gore rookie. Put it in the stack of cards I should take out. Curtis Martin, I believe that's a rookie. Mike Allstott rookie. Looks like he's a quarterback right there, though. That's crazy. Antonio Bryant, Crown rookie. That's kind of cool looking. Corey Leggett. Yeah, I think that's how you say his name. There's an Edge. Is that a rookie? Might be. Yeah, I agree. All-Star was great. He's like one of those fan favorites too. That's a cool looking Cunningham. Wayne Trebet. Oh man. Dan Marino. Tim Brown. That's a rookie year All-Pro. So I don't think his rookie card is worth anything though. All right. That's pretty cool. So NFL overseas, I'm guessing it's the first year they did the UK game, and it was Broncos Seahawks. Hobby Masters. Did I make that card? Eddie George. That's cool. Oh, these are great. I had it in baseball too. It was Soul Train. Warwick Dunn. Got Eddie George. Jamal Anderson. A few Jamal Andersons. Be looking out for that, Lance. Kurt Warner. I'll put that aside in your stack over here. John likes Warwick. Hey, Boofus. Sorry if I missed anybody else who's in the chat. When I'm staring down at my cards, man, it's just like, this is sometimes get into the zone too. Kurt Warner. More Holtz. I wonder if that was the Braille one, but it's not. Or, but it's his KC card, so it's just weird. Warp Speed. Oh, the bus. Yeah, that's not bad. Edgerton James. It's Eddie George. Got a Sportflix sighting. Marshall Falk. Look at that. Playing in cold weather. Got to have the gear on. Rodney Hampton. Andre Rison. Thurman Thomas. These are the hot numbers. Too bad it wasn't a Jordan. That is Andre Rison. That's cool looking. Charles Johnson. Shout out to CU Buffaloes. Greg Hill. Is that Sam? Yeah, Sam Wilkerson. Oh, there's a Stafford. These are cool. Julio. Roddy White. And Matt. I'll put those in your stack as well. Lance. Big Dad. Is this his nickname? Big Daddy? Randy Moss. The Bowman thick card, but it's Antonio Gates, which is kind of cool. All right, so quick and easy like a Band-Aid going through those boxes. I have another one here. I'm just going to kind of peek and see if it's more of the same or what. Boy, what are they riding out? It's like a riding lawnmower or something out there. Okay. Put this up here. Don't fall over. These all have penny sleeves on them. They have to be good. Actually, they're not guaranteed. Huh. Isn't Max Williams playing on a different team and doing well? That name sounds familiar. Sammy Coates. Cameron Artis Payne. He was another, must have been short-lived. Matt Ryan. JJ Watt. That's cool. But yeah, these are, yep, there's Larry. They have to have the Larry. I don't know, I might be thinking of Max Crosby. I just guess the MAXX just fools me. Is Max Crosby a tight end as well? Or a running back, I mean. I think that this guy's a running back, right? I don't know. I think maybe the whole Max name just kind of might be sticking in my head. Gold team. And there's legends. Oh, Dante Fowler. Matt Forte. Why do I have so many Matt Fortes in there? No, he's a defensive tackle. Okay, the one I'm thinking is either a wide receiver or running back, because I was watching a game and he had a different uniform on. It wasn't Ravens. Oh, this is going to drive me crazy if I don't look it up. All right, I'm just going to do one quick search and see if it's somebody else I'm thinking of. Yeah, he's a tight end, and he is on the Cardinals. Interesting. So he played with Baltimore and got limited catches, like no more than a couple hundred. So he's not worth taking out, but maybe if he keeps doing stuff, who knows? But he definitely was on a different team. I think it was just, I saw him and I was like, is that guy? And then in my mind, I was like, yeah, maybe he's good, but no. Right, how do I get that thing to I have that comment up, but it's like, I can't seem to get, there we go. These are cool. The mini version. They really can't call it the Kramer's Choice because I believe Kramer worked for the company. There's a Trail Suggs. That's kind of cool. That's a good one. I mean, it's just a Silver Select, but I believe that's around the first few years of Silver Selects. And I was going through a different box that had some better cards in it, and I found 2 Peyton Mannings. The cards are $200 each. Crazy. What? Floyd? What are you saying? No, Kramer's Choice. It's not a porn award. But yeah, Kramer's Choice is what they were called before. But yeah, that is out of Panini, and they can't use the name. There's Tannehill, Matt Ryan again. You're hooked. You're getting all the cards there, Lance, if you're still around. Edelman, Tony Bridgewater. Oh, there's a Stafford. I know his card's kind of OD or OBJ. Sorry, I was gonna say Odell, but then got caught in between the two things I was saying. All right, so there are some commons in there though. Oh yeah, everybody's got a Kramer's Choice. I mean, that's the talk where people are talking about how long they've been collecting, and they're like, "Oh, I've got this oversized card." Yeah, that's a cool Jerry Rice though. on the 50. I think that set was pretty big too. Luke Kuechly, Mike Evans, Jamal Charles, a purple kind of weird wavy thing, a circuit board. I forget what those inserts are called. Just I know the variations, but oh, there's a Carr rookie year. But he's, again, same with Jimmy. I mean, they're not respected as like elite quarterbacks. There's Troy Aikman. That's a cool card. Boy, these are blinding. Whole bunch of rookies here too. Yeah, I know the name of the set, Floyd. What I was saying is the inserts. So they have the variations right here. Like that's the base, but there's, I think it's the base, but there's the squiggly lines. There's like that circle vortex thing. There's this, whatever the heck it is. And then there's the purple version of it, which probably is numbered or something. I don't know. Or it could be like a retail versus, and then the circuit board thing. You know what I mean? My question was, I don't know what the name of the inserts are called. Yeah, I just sent off a bunch of tech to COMC because I put some up before and it like sold super quick. So that seems to be the route. Another just hiding numbered card that just popped out. I like those. But I would have just not seen it because, you know, there's the regular one, but it does have a different pattern on the clear vision. Kevin White. Ooh, that's a cool one, but it's not a cool player. More Nick Foles. I guess I missed out on Shaq Thompson. Is he still playing? Bud Dupree, you, me, and Bud Dupree. Check if the Charles is numbered. Did I pass by? Must have been that like stack I put away, or extra points, Fowler, but those aren't numbered, are they? Could have. How far back was it? Oh, that was Charles, Jamal Charles, but I don't see any numbers on here unless, I guess they couldn't do like a foil. Well, maybe they could, but maybe it's like numbered in a different way. I would think they'd put it somewhere on here so you could see it though. It's like impossible to see any numbering on there. But I know how some of these inserts do that. I'm wondering if it's just like numbered, but not numbered, you know, like this is the start of it when they did that with different inserts. Could still be purple parallel. Yeah. I'm guessing that it's something like that. Probably should take it out, huh? Probably should just take all the tech out because, like I said, those all people go crazy over those. Oh, these are just the. Well, there's more Shaqs. If he's still playing, might be worth me taking out, but I don't think he is. Carlos Hyde. Ugh. The only one of one superfractor I ever pulled was of Carlos Hyde. and I sent it into Beckett to get graded. Came back a pristine 10. So I have a pristine 10, 1 of 1, Carlos Hyde autographed rookie superfractor that, you know, it had potential. Imagine it being someone else. It would be like just a sick card right now. Tavian Reese. Pretty sure there's some decent rookies in. I don't know if they're in here, but oh, there's Eric. I know that he's a tight end who's still playing, but I don't know if his numbers are up to be good enough. Bishop. Oh, that's a good one though. Devontae Adams with the headset on. These freshman cards are pretty cool looking. So Floyd, what's new in your neighborhood? You're going to that show, you said, right? Rookie and stars. This is, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the set's called, that is, unless they did die cuts for all of them. Oh, cool. So a lot of these aren't, I don't know if they're inserts or regular cards, but Jamal Charles, why did I have, I know that at one time he was good, but Devontae Parker. I mean, this could be a good thing where I could find some more Adams possibly. Oops, that's hard to see. Sammy Coates. Ugh. Well, why don't you set up at shows, Floyd? I bet you have enough cards, and it's always a great thing to set up at those shows just to buy. You'll see tons of people walking around. I mean, you're going to find people that want too much for their cards, obviously, but you also find people who are just willing to get out of the hobby, and it's a buyer's market right now. Let's see. More of the top stack cards. Why do I have so many of these? But then we got a clear vision stuck in there. So different patterns on these too. Love it. Oh, I'm going to have a hard time. This is when Upper Deck lost their license, so they're still doing hobby boxes that, I mean, I can tell they're star rookies, but I'm not going to know who's who just from quickly going through here because I think I'm going to miss a few people. Yeah, Brett Hundley. Ugh. Is it because he came from like not a pedigree, but like the previous picks that they thought? I don't even know what I'm trying to say here, but like, you know what I mean? Like the previous picks that they had for quarterback. Sometimes that can have, all right, is this different years? Yeah, these are different years. Weird. So I've got a mix of different years in here. So that's going to be even more confusing. Tyler Lockett, that's a decent one. 4th round guy. Oh, so that's with the steal part of it. Remember Vince Mayle too? Mayle, I think you say it, or Melee. Excuse me. He sucked. Lorenzo Doss. He was a Bronco at one time. He was our tight end choice that was supposed to be good. Jeff Howerman or something like that. I think you say his name that way. Tevin Coleman. Jamison Crowder. Oh man, these are bringing back. Oops. I'm sorry about the shine, man. I need to keep my hands a certain way. I bought a new chair so it doesn't squeak as much, But the new thing is still squeaking. I don't know. Sean Mannion, shout out to Dano. Spelt differently, obviously, but my buddy's got the same sounding last name. That is a grip. So far, you know, Jamison Crowder is, or besides that Tyler Lockett, there hasn't been anybody. This guy always cracked me up. So I think he's governor or no. Yeah, I think he's governor now, but he tried to be a senator. Michael Bennett, same name as that player. Here in Colorado, that is. What's up? Headed to the creek. How you doing? Dante Fowler. What? That's a weird little tuck in. All of these players are not like, hardly any of them did anything. This person messes me up every time. I always think it's Adams, but obviously it's Davis. Bunch of melees. Kevin White, Brandon Bridge. I don't even remember this guy. From South Alabama. Chris Hackett. I do remember him. He was good for a bit. Did his knees go out? A lot of the big men, man, their knees just go. What the heck is that? It's like a weird yellow sticker. Like I was telling myself, keep an eye on this. I think that's definitely a base. It's definitely not an Earl Campbell rookie. I don't know what that's doing in there. Doing some celebration there. I like it. Oh man. I'm not even watching this, so it's going to be hard for me. I don't know if I made you a mod, Floyd, but I guess I can go in here and try to block it. Best dating site. Come on. All right, well, I got that. Yeah, it looks like you are. I don't know if anybody else that I've missed mod status. Whew. Well, in case anybody's lonely, they got their links in. I guess you don't have to be lonely to. There's Michael Bennett again. Boy, could have cornered the market on him. I remember too, like buying a box of Upper Deck back then was like a good thing because you get, you know, those sick Hall of Fame autographs and all these different people. But I think at first people were like, oh yeah, they don't have the license anymore. And is it really going to matter too much? Because it's Upper Deck, you know. That's what they're thinking in their mind. But oh, it mattered. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Sharp Corners. I think I got you mod status, don't I? Yes. Yeah. I got rid of them, but I think it came during the lull when this is, I think, putting people to sleep because I'm going through all these no names. So there's another Tyler Lockett, though. Not bad. But it seems like, as far as these go, every like 100th one is somebody that's still playing. I mean, some of these O-line, another Lockett, man. I mean, I should say that Lockett was really good at one time. He's not like premier. but I think it's worth pulling out of there as compared to maybe Shaq Thompson. All right, so I'll go through this next, but I need to put this back in because these stacks are going to fall over. If I know myself. Thanks, Headed to the Creek. Appreciate it. Why do I have Devin here? Sammy Coates, Devin Smith. I don't want to save you guys. All right, last little stack, guys. And then I need to head out. Bunch of Gronks. Ed Reed, that's a cool one. I think that's a Sanders, right? Nope, Brett Perriman. A Corvette. Oh, these are those throwback things, right? Pretty sure. Yes. But boy, these are so hard to like pick out because it's down here. It doesn't say, it says reprint right here, but I can remember like during that time, a lot of the grading companies didn't know that. So they'd send the card through and call it the real rookie, and people are getting 10s and stuff on it. There's another numbered. Why do I have 2 numbered Ryan Tannehills? I mean, I guess it's just there's a Kaepernick, luck of the draw. That's a cool looking card. Legendary contenders. Drew Brees. Another Tommy. And another Tom. It's kind of cool. All-Star alumni. Oh, okay. Well, enjoy the rest of the day at work, bud. Corvette. That's an odd card. I think I'm going to have to like put that into ComC because there'll be somebody. I just need to call it something like, well, it's not a rookie card, but I don't know. Own the game. JJ Watt. Huh. I always thought scorecards were numbered, but I don't see one on here. Maybe there's different versions of it. It's kind of cool though, that EA Madden. That's numbered. Are all these numbered? Well, there's probably no superstars in here, but these are all numbered. Tim Couch. Got that same year of your baseball, Lance. Finding Glory. Bunch of rookies from the Vikings. Alex Bannister. Richard Seymour rookie. Oh, it's out of 2,499. So, but still. Jamal Reynolds, Chris Redman, Aaron Brown, Keem Nicks, Kwame, Brian Allen, Landon Tofield. I forgot about him too. Wendell Bryant, Brandon Williams, and Dante Culpepper, number to 499, not bad. Torrey Holt with Ricky Williams. Oh, I want card 420 of 750, please. That would be fun. So that's the numbered scorecards. But why is that one not numbered? And that one looks better, that other one I just looked at. This is like plain. Oh, Matt Schaub. What's wrong with this? That's beat. I think it's a Culpepper right there. Terrell Suggs, not a rookie, but well, that's at our 1750. No wonder I left these in here. Is that Charlie Batch? That's cool. Ticket Masters. Jeff Blake. Another scorecard. Daryl Jackson. Carson Palmer. That's another person that I had an SPX rookie of, but thankfully got rid of that while I still could. Not one of the ones I've held on to. I've held on to a lot of junk, but that's not one of them. And Charles Johnson. Shout out to CU. All right, so if there's anybody still around, doesn't look like it, I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I will catch you all next time. Take care, y'all.